I wrote about $2.5 million worth of bad checks in 26 foreign countries, all 50 states before I was old enough to drink, before my 21st birthday. And like all criminals, sooner or later you get caught. And I was arrested in southern France on an Interpol warrant that they were looking for me. An Air France stewardess recognized me from a wanted poster, reported to the authorities she had seen me in this little town, Montpellier, where I was living, and I was taken into custody. And 26 countries filed warrants for my arrest, but the French government said, wait a minute, he broke the law here, he wrote bad checks here. So before we give him to anybody else, he obviously has to be punished for what he did here. So I was convicted in a French court, sent to French prison. When my sentence was over, I was extradited to Sweden, convicted in a Swedish court, sent to Swedish prison. And when that sentence was over, I was returned to the United States, where I was charged with interstate transportation of fraudulent checks. And a federal judge sentenced me to 12 years in federal prison. Served about 4 years in a federal prison outside of Washington, D.C. When I was 26, the government decided to parole me on 2 conditions. One, that I go to Houston, Texas, where I'd never been before, which is unusual as you're paroled back normally to where you're from. And 2, that I go to work helping the government deal with these crimes by educating law enforcement agencies about how to deal with these types of crimes of forgery and counterfeiting. And I've done that for 25 years. I still work today with the FBI, still teach at the FBI Academy, but of course over those 25 years I've built up my own consulting business. I've developed technology today that's found on just about every driver's license, car title, birth certificate, passport, currency around the world. 25 years ago I met my wife, got married. That changed my life a lot, but then my wife and I had children, and that changed my life completely. Today, I'm the father of 3 sons.
I just think that he was the victim of his own innocence, his own coming of age, and the privileges of youth. And I really believe that Frank was very strongly and negatively affected by the divorce of his mother and father. And he just happened to act out in a way that was so original, it was worth making a movie about.
I'd like to cash this check here, and then I'd like to take you out for a steak dinner.
I would be lying to say that it wasn't fun. I would be lying to say that there wasn't an incredible life to have lived. I wouldn't want to do it again, that's the truth. But having lived it, you know, it was quite an amazing thing to go through. And especially, you know, people ask me today, what was the most incredible thing you did? And the truth is, the most incredible thing I've done in my life is taken what was very negative, my past, and turned it into what I am today.
I redesigned their new credentials for years.
So really, it's not the 5 years of all the things I did, scamming people and posing as people, but the ability to have now taken all of that and made it into a business where I've made 10 times the money I made scamming people is what makes it really amazing.